Welcome back to the DT Football Podcast. Uh, Sorry I don't have Dave or Dio on here right now. I do apologize about that. Dave, we tried to do it last night, but I had my son. I had too much going on last night, and Dio is currently out of town. So that being said, I'm doing this episode alone. It's your boy Tech. I'm back with another video. I won't no live stream variety. I just don't have the time to live stream right now. So I would just go ahead and get this out to you guys somehow, some way. So we're back with another podcast episode. You can catch on Spotify, Apple Podcast, which podcast from. Go ahead and subscribe to that. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. So we're sponsored by my channel, the PSN Commanders Network. Back with another video. Let's get right into Week 14's preview. Then we'll talk about the teams that are on a bye week. We'll talk Thursday Night Football as the Lions did defeat the Packers, and then we'll talk about everything else. The team on the bye week as follows: the Houston Texans, Baltimore Ravens, Washington Commanders, New England Patriots, Indianapolis Colts, and Denver Broncos, who will not miss you unless you're a Washington fan. I'll be missing my beloved Washington Commanders, but I said I'm gonna miss my boy CJ Stroud. Shout my Lord see Jesus Christ, man. It's my boy. Let's get right into it though. Thursday Night Football recap. The Mr. Disrespectfuls won the game 34-31. This is probably Detroit's toughest game outside of the Tampa game all season long. Uh, Green Bay came to play. Jordan Love came to play. He played extremely well. Josh Jacobs had 3 touchdown runs. He had 66 yards rushing, but he had 3 touchdown carries. Christian Watson led them with 114 yards receiving. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a.k.a. the Wing Dragon of Raw, he didn't do too much in this game, but he made some clutch catches. It was time to make some clutch catches. Jared Goff was solid. The run game was solid with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, a.k.a. Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles. Well, they need a shadow, and they'll have all 3 of them maybe broken. But nonetheless, good game by both teams here. This was fun. A game-winning field by Jake Bates. He's only missed 1 field goal all year, so the Mr. Disrespectfuls, they did it again. I am Mr. Disrespectful. I will disrespect you. Shout out to the Lions, man. The Detroit Lions, man. No Aid Hudson, no problem. They just keep rolling, bro. 11 straight wins for the Detroit Lions. They advanced to 12-1 on the season to have a pretty much a stranglehold on the number 1 seed. As of right now, they have a 1-game lead over the Philadelphia Eagles. And as for the Green Bay Packers, they dropped to 9-4, and now they're 1 game up in the 6th seed over the Washington Commanders right now. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes and see where the seeding falls. But Green Bay is still stuck in that 6th seed, and Detroit is starting to put a stranglehold on that 1 seed as they continue to get conference victories and having better conference record than teams like the Eagles and things like that. So yeah. Let's look at the rest of the game. I'll give a quick rundown of the games that do not matter. And with the games that do matter a little bit more, I'll talk about them a little more detail. Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Titans come off a 42-19 demolishing from the Washington Commanders, and then the Jacksonville Jaguars got obliterated by I forgot who obliterated them, but somebody obliterated them last week. They got obliterated. That's all we know. The Texans beat them. They didn't get obliterated. They lost. And Trevor Lawrence was lost for a little bit of time. I don't know if he plays this week. I doubt he's going to play. So we'll see Mac Jones. Mac Jones playing versus the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee's 3-point favorites. I believe Will Levis will do enough. He played very well in the game versus the Commanders last week. And I believe they'll win. They're a better football team right now. They're playing better ball. And I think Nick Westbrook and Akina gets another touchdown to go to 9 on the season as they do defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. We'll give a score of 20-17 to advance to, I believe, 4-9 on the season for the Tennessee Titans. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins at home versus the New York Jets. The Miami Dolphins are 6-point favorites. I believe they are the better football team. I think Reek is going to go off in this game. I think Jalen Waddle will have a nice showing. And the Miami Dolphins scored 27 points on this New York Jets defense that has looked like a shell of himself this year. And Aaron Rodgers is going to come to play, though. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to make some good throws and get Garrett Wilson involved, get Devontae Adams involved. I don't think it'll be enough to beat the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins 30-21 over the New York Jets. Minnesota, Atlanta. Atlanta is 6-point favorites. Over under is 45.5 at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Kirk Cousins return game. He does return to Minnesota for the first time since signing with the Atlanta Falcons in the offseason. Kirk Cousins' last 3 games is 0 touchdowns, over 6 interceptions. That's been absolute dog crap. He threw 4 picks in the last game at home. He's not playing good football. The Atlanta Falcons are currently on a 3-game skid. I expect it to continue. The Minnesota Vikings are playing good ball right now. Sam Darnold's playing some decent football. JJ is JJ, one of the best receivers in football. We know what JJ is. Josh Allen is the best receiver in football. Excuse me. Jordan Eddie be doing his thing. Aaron Jones still toting the rock. If he is healthy. I don't know if he's healthy right now, but I'm assuming he is. TJ Hawkinson, the offensive line is solid. Even without Christian Darrisaw, they still keep rolling on the offensive line. Dallas Turner's been a nice rookie showing as well. He's been playing some really good ball. I like what I've seen from Brian Flores' defense as he continues to confuse people with exotic blitzes, things of that nature. We know Kirk is a seasoned vet, so he won't be confused by those little things. But right now, he's not reading the defense as well, and he's not making the correct decisions or throws. And the zip on the throws look a little off too. So I believe Minnesota's going to win this game. They're going to win this game kind of running away. Give me the Minnesota Vikings 30, Atlanta Falcons 17. They scored a late touchdown to kind of put them away as a kind of a nip and tuck game for 3.5 quarters. And Minnesota pulls away and wins the game outright by 13. Give me the Minnesota Vikings. Next, the New Orleans Saints go to New York, to the house that Eli Manning built to face the New York Giants. The Saints are 5-point favorites on the road. Honestly, who gives a crap who wins this game? I'm actually leaning toward the Giants to keep it close, but I just don't think the Giants will win this game. I believe that the Giants will cover, but the Saints will win. We'll leave it like that. Let me give you a score of 21-17. Saints over Giants. The blowout of the week. Do not waste our time with this. The actual Mr. Disrespectfuls, they will disrespect you. The actual Philadelphia Disrespectfuls are taking on the Carolina Little Cats. The Little Cats are 14-point underdogs. The Philadelphia Eagles need to obliterate the Panthers. I'm sorry. This thing needs to be an obliteration. It needs to be a complete wipeout, complete vaporization, whatever you want to call it. Dismantling, whatever the hell you want to call it, it needs to be that. It needs to be a total wipeout of the Carolina Panthers. If the Commanders did it, you need to do it. Respectfully. Be disrespectful. Put your YBC dual helmet on and be Mr. Disrespectful. Okay? Take care of business. Cleveland going to Pittsburgh, take on the Steelers. The Cleveland Browns already have a victory over the Steelers at home early in the season in that snowout game where Jerry Jeudy showed out. Nicholas Chubb had 2 touchdown runs. Jameis Winston played pretty well. He did throw a nasty interception, but that's what Jameis Winston does. That's the Jameis Winston experience. Pittsburgh is 6.5-point favorites. I do believe until they beat Cleveland, I'm going to pick Cleveland to lose. I think Pittsburgh's going to win this game. They just had a 44-point showing versus the Bengals, but the Bengals defense do suck. But nonetheless, it doesn't discount what the Pittsburgh Steelers did offensively last week, and I believe they'll have a similar showing this week. Not 44 points, but 28 points will be suffice. Now, but that'll be enough to defeat the Browns. Jameis Winston's playing off his mind though. Would I be surprised if Cleveland won this game because of the history they have with Pittsburgh? No. But until I always pick the better team. Pittsburgh is 9-3 for a reason, and Cleveland is 3-5,000 for a reason. I'm going to pick the Steelers. But Cleveland could definitely win this game, and I would not be shocked if they won this game. Bucks Raiders, not waste my time. The Bucks are 2-8,000, and the Bucks are looking to get a victory to solidify a NFC South title. So they're going to come play. They're going to come ready to play at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, and put belt to behind and put belt to ass. Give me the Bucks to cover the spread and destroy them and win by 14. This game will not be close. It's going to be dismantling. Brock Bowers will have a huge game, but will not be enough as the Bucks march on and put belt to ass on the Raiders. Next, a divisional matchup. This should be good. Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. The Seattle Seahawks do have the one up on the Cardinals. They did beat them early in the season in Seattle, 16-6, as they completely stifled the Arizona Cardinals offense and made Kyler Murray like a little boy. Arizona is 3-point favorites. I'm going to pick the split. I think Arizona's going to have a much better showing at home than on the road, and they will beat the Seattle Seahawks and have a first place tie for the NFC West lead as we're going down the stretch. I believe that the Cardinals are 6-6, and the Seattle are 7-5 right now. So a win here will make both teams 7-6, and they do have the split of the season series. So it'll be a deadlock first place deadlock for the NFC West title if this game ends the way I think it's going to end with a Cardinals victory. Next, Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills. Bills are 3.5-point favorites. I'm going to take the Bills. They're just playing better football. The Rams can do some things. I like Cameron Kitchens on defense. They did pick up Emmanuel Forbes from waivers from the Washington Commanders. I don't know if he's going to play or not, but we'll see. That's going to be interesting. I just believe that at the end of the day, that Josh Allen is better than Matthew Stafford right now, and he's going to show it, and he's going to win the game. And just period in the story. Bears Niners. This is a weird game because the Niners are struggling offensively. They're struggling as a football team. They're kind of just lost in the sauce. And the Chicago Bears are the definition of lost. They've lost 6 straight games. They have fired Matt Eberflus. Caleb Williams still playing well, actually. That's the only kind of really bright spot that you have if you're a Bears fan. But they just lost 6 straight. I expect this to continue. I just believe Brock Purdy's playing better ball than Caleb as of right now. I believe Jordan Mason will fill in very well for Christian McCaffrey after the whatever injury now. It hurt his knee, his calf, whatever the hell it is, it's bad. And he's out for the year. So, with that being said, Jordan Mason will run the ball well enough. I think Brock Purdy will play well enough. They still got Debo, still got Jawan Jennings. They have enough offensive weapons. Still got Kittle, big Kittle, and they're at home. So I'm going to take the Niners to win this game and send the Chicago Bears into a complete spiral, losing 7 straight ball games. Chargers, Chiefs, AFC West family business. If they ain't do it, then it ain't family business. They're taking on their long lost cousin, the Ops. They go on the 63rd to the Ops territory, and I believe they will not beat their Ops. I'm sorry. Kansas City they just find ways to win games, and until they don't win the game and they don't find a way to win, I'm going to continue to play the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. But I will say this: if Patrick Mahomes has won these games, but he's throwing multiple interceptions in, the Chargers should run away and win this game. But if Patrick Mahomes gets back to business and take care of the football, I think they'll be fine. So I'll leave it like that. This is kind of belt to ass. I ain't gonna hold you. Since they ain't going to Dallas, take on the Bengals. I'm going to say take on the Cowboys. Cowboys are 5.5-point underdogs. Over under is 50. I'm going to take the Bengals. I just think they're just playing better offensive football. And Cooper Rush, I know he beat the Commanders. That's cute. I know he beat the Giants. That's cute. I really don't give a rat's ass. Joe Burrow ain't struggling Jaden Daniels off a rib injury, and he's not Tommy DeVito. So sorry. Joe Burrow is him. He's gonna light him up. Put 30 on the board. I think this game will be close though. I'm gonna give it 30-24 Bengals over the Cowboys here. The Bengals will cover the 5.5. They'll win the game by 6, and they will have their 5th win on the season. And as for Dallas, they'll drop to 5-8. So my picks are as follows: the Bengals, Chiefs, Niners, Bills, Cardinals, Bucks, Steelers, Eagles, Saints, Vikings, Dolphins, Titans are my picks for the week. I'm gonna go grab Dial's picks for the week, and we'll try to go and wrap up the video. Give me one moment. These are Dial's picks for the week. They're as follows: Dolphins, Eagles, Bucks, Falcons, Steelers, Saints, Titans, Cardinals, Bills, 49ers, Chargers, upsetting the Chiefs, and then the Bengals beating the Cowboys. Um, I'm gonna ask Dave for his picks and I'll put them in the community tab. But that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe to the DT Football Podcast YouTube channel. If it does so, subscribe to PSN Commanders Network while you're watching Commanders Needs and Wants. You guys have a great one. Go follow the podcast on any podcast platform that you want: Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. On your audio podcast. Till next time, have a great one. Catch you on the flip side, bro. Peace.